Hey everybody, my name is Aaron Thompson and I'm going to be your professor for Biology 111 this summer. And I just wanted to say a few things to you so you have some sort of expectations of what we're going to be doing and what this hybrid class is going to be about. So first of all, hybrid class means that we are meeting for lectures online. You'll be just watching those asynchronously. So whenever you have time during the week, you can check those out, although I do recommend having sort of a set schedule. Whenever you can is fine. So lecture portion of the course is online. The laboratory portion of the course, we're going to be meeting 3 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we're going to be doing the more hands-on aspects of the course. And it's going to feel sometimes like it's mostly a lab class because we do meet a lot and we do spend a lot of time there. But the reality is this is mostly a lecture course. So don't neglect the lectures just because you are coming to lab. So 3-unit lecture, 1-unit lab, but I'll also say this, you have to pass the lab in order to pass the class. I'm going to say that again when we meet. But just so you're aware, you have to pass the lab in order to pass the course. But the lecture is worth most of the points because the lecture is most of the units. You can't take the lecture and lab separately. You have to take them together. That's how we do things at MJC. So yeah. The other thing that I'll say, I would highly recommend getting a notebook, and I highly recommend only keeping your biology notes in it, because if you take handwritten notes, you're allowed to use those on the exams. So any handwritten notes that you take inside of your notebook, you're allowed to use those on the exams. I really usually only recommend keeping one subject in one notebook at a time, but it's especially important for this class because I might ask you to turn those in. Yeah, so the quizzes and exams are all going to take place in the laboratory, so we'll all be sitting in the room together. When we do those, you don't need to bring Scantrons or anything like that. We have those for you if I decide to use those. Yeah, so this is mostly a lecture course, but you have to pass the lab. It's going to feel like it's mostly a lab course, but we're meeting because we're meeting 3 times a week, but it's mostly lecture. Get yourself a notebook. Only keep biology in it. Any of the notes that you take in there, you can use on the exams. I think that's about it in terms of expectations. We'll cover this and a lot more when we meet next week. See you guys there.